The atrocities of war are playing out in real time, and Hoosiers are stepping up to help Ukraine any way they can.
Tonight, our Emily Longnecker talks with a local chef who just returned from helping a humanitarian effort overseas.
A few weeks ago, we profiled an Indianapolis man who traveled to Poland to help feed Ukrainian refugees. This week, we caught back up with Brian Runn to talk about his experience there and how he says you don't have to travel across the world like he did to do something that can make a difference to those fleeing the war. He's only been back in Indianapolis less than a week.
Oh my God, it's disturbing.
But the memories Brian Runn has of his time in Poland feeding Ukrainian refugees stay with him.
What I keep going back to is the scale of the problem there.
Some of the images he captured are hard to forget.
It's the biggest humanitarian crisis in Europe since World War II, and it is kind of staggering when you think about it.
Runn doesn't have to imagine what much of the world has only seen on TV. He saw it firsthand.
The kitchen that I volunteered at, we were feeding about 10,000 people a day. One of the things that I realized there is how much Ukraine and Poland, in a lot of ways, are like Indiana. It's small towns, it's farmland.
But Runn says Hoosiers don't have to leave their small towns here like he did to help.
Any cash that can be donated is great because that's really what these organizations need. The ones that are feeding people are buying most of the food locally, of course, and it takes a huge amount.
The 57-year-old Lafayette native didn't just feed people during his time in Poland. He talked to fellow volunteers and the people there who they were helping.
Their message to me, and I talked to quite a few of them, was don't let the rest of the world forget that this is going on.
Runn won't soon forget. He can't. He saw too much.
If you believe in democracy and if you believe in human decency, you can't just stand back and let this happen in Ukraine.